Step 1. Assemble the machine.
Khui rồi. Nó sao? Bò này. Ồ.
Step 2. Fill the jackets of the oil pot, water pot, and main pot with water.
这是有水过的夹套，要从底部的
Once the jacket is filled, water will flow out from the overflow outlet at the top.
水满了，夹套的水满了，就会从这两个出水口溢水出来。
The main pot works on exactly the same principle.
从夹套到这个进水口接水进去，然后水满了之后排水口。
Step 3. Connect the vacuum pump to tap water and set up the drainage. Drain outlet. Tap water inlet. Now, let's take a closer look at the piping system here. Homogenizer cooling water outlet. Homogenizer cooling water inlet. Main pot vacuum suction pipe. Step 4. Connect the power supply to the electrical cabinet. Just connect the wires on the terminal block according to the corresponding labels. For example, matching number 1 to 1 and 2 to 2. Connect the main power lines here, L1, L2, L3, and N.
钥匙就是每个信号都接上电线，还有电源线，还有下面的一些三相线。
These are the valve air pipes. Simply plug them in according to the corresponding numbers.
到时候把这个气管拔出来，插上这个气管，然后就可以了。这边这个是进气口，这边
Here is the main air supply line.
要接一个空压机的气管。
Step 5. Let's take a look at the PLC touchscreen interface. First, let's take a look at the mixing settings. Next, let's take a look at the homogenizer settings. Now, let's explain the heating function. The 31.7 C on the left is the current real-time temperature, and the right side is the set temperature. Once it reaches the set temperature, it will automatically stop heating. If the set temperature is lower than the current real-time temperature, the heating function will not start. Next, we will explain the functions of the oil pot and water pot. The rotation speed can be set according to your own process, including the mixing duration. The working principle of the oil pot and the water pot is exactly the same. Next, the heating function for the oil pot and water pot works the exact same way as the main pot we mentioned earlier. Now, let's look at the vacuum pump function. The display here shows kPa. The programming hasn't been updated yet for this unit. Once it reaches the set kPa, the vacuum pump will stop automatically. First, create a negative pressure in the main part. Then, start the suction function to draw the pre-dissolved materials from the oil and water pots into the main pot for emulsification. Now, let's explain the product discharge. There are two methods of discharging. The first one is bottom valve discharge. The second method is hydraulic tilting discharge, which requires lifting up the lid first. Finally, please make sure to check if the safety latch is engaged here before lifting or lowering.
If one latch is missing, the proximity switch will misjudge it as being locked on the lid, preventing the system from lifting or lowering.
Before lifting or lowering, please check if there is still negative pressure inside the pot. Lifting or lowering is strictly prohibited under vacuum conditions. That's the entire process of installation and operation. Thank you for watching.